I wrote a skit last night for this open mic because I wanted to contribute some original content. It's kind of in theme, actually, with what you just talked about, and pretentiousness and anarchy and kids and whatnot. So without further ado, this is like a very super short little skit. I'm going to be like a sports announcer, and she's also kind of like a sports announcer. Co-announcer, okay. Looks like a great day for a circle jerk, Cindy. College campuses all over America are tuning in to what may very well be the biggest waste of time in decades. In this corner, we have the Ecumenical Anarcho-Surrealist Syndicate of the Christian Atheist Division of the Transhumanist Baha'i Sect. In the other corner, we have the Kafkaesque revolutionary mystics of the Bacchanalian School of Cybernetic Vampire Punk / Steampunk / Cyberpunk / Post-Punks. The argument hasn't even begun yet, and I'm already starting to get sick of these kids.
I can feel the battle rising in my throat, Tom.
Aha! It looks like the Ecumenical Anarcho-Surrealist Syndicate of the Christian Atheist Division of the Transhumanist Baha'i Sect has already spotted a discrepancy in the ideological foundation of their opponents.
I smell a shitstorm on the way.
Me too, Cindy. Wow. Looks like the Kafkaesque revolutionary mystics of the Bacchanalian School of Cybernetic Vampire Punk / Steampunk / Cyberpunk / Post-Punks countered this invective by accusing them of not being real anarchists.
Classic maneuver.
They're so Kafkaesque.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. Round 1 goes to the Kafkaesque revolutionary mystics of the Bacchanalian School of Cybernetic Vampire Punk / Steampunk / Cyberpunk / Post-Punks.
Round 2 will consist of internet forum flame wars. In this round, contestants will not actually have to confront their target in person.
Ego trips conducted anonymously in a digital public space? This is the kind of pretentious, mind-numbing nonsense that separates the pros from the amateurs.
Bonus points will go to players who can differentiate between honest ideological saber-rattling and good old-fashioned trolling.
Alright, the round has begun. The flame war is progressing. Yeah, okay. Okay, they're using copy-paste to dissect their opponent's arguments piece by piece. Now they're making demotivational posters of one another's forum posts. Alright, they're still making demotivational posters. Making more motivational posters on the previously mentioned motivational posters. Yes, alright, more motivational posters. Still making posters. And it's over! The topic is no longer discernible. Score 1 for the Ecumenical Anarcho-Surrealist Syndicate of the Christian Atheist Division of the Transhumanist Baha'i Sect. A tie game. I wonder who will win.
Definitely not the audience.
Agreed, Cindy, agreed. The tiebreaker round will consist of name-dropping and pop culture references. This round doesn't necessarily have any relevance to anything that might be worthwhile, but neither does anything else that has taken place here tonight.
Spectacular.
So far, the contestants have been neck and neck on the topics of obscure band names and indie films. It looks like the Ecumenical Anarcho-Surrealist Syndicate of the Christian Atheist Division of the Transhumanist Baha'i Sect is adding an X factor by throwing in movie quotes.
I wonder what the end result of this game of one-upsmanship will be.
Probably something stupid.
Still duking it out, I see. We really have a clash of the titans on our hands, Tom. One has to wonder if these brats spend their days doing in order to accumulate this much useless information.
I'm sorry, did you say something? I was just reading an article on Snopes.
Of course you were.
Wait, this might be it? Do the Kafkaesque revolutionary mystics of the Bacchanalian School of Cybernetic Vampire Punk / Steampunk / Cyberpunk / Post-Punk have the Ecumenical Anarcho-Surrealist Syndicate of the Christian Atheist Division of the Transhumanist Baha'i Sect stumped? And the timer has run out! The "we hold these truths to be self-evident" reference is from the Declaration of Independence.
Unfucking believable, Tom.
But what's this? Oh my god! In a surprising turn of events, the Kafkaesque revolutionary mystics of the Bacchanalian School of Cybernetic Vampire Punk / Steampunk / Cyberpunk / Post-Punks have declared the whole contest to be a reactionary brainwashing mechanism and have decided to boycott the entire event. I guess that makes the Ecumenical Anarcho-Surrealist Syndicate of the Christian Atheist Division of the Transhumanist Baha'i Sect the winners by default.
Yes, they're winners.
What an amazing tournament. It isn't often that you find people who are this full of themselves, that are willing to drop what they are doing and devote every fiber of their being to convincing their foe that they are not only stupid, but they are completely full of themselves and should apologize for how behind the times they are.
Not really, Tom. Not fucking really.
And next is Reese with a poem.
Surprise, surprise.
Alright, this is called I Have Seen the Light and It Is My Mind. It's by Harold Norse. From the Beat Generation. Right. The state has decided who I am to love, to hate, what I am to do in bed, with what and to whom. The state has made a military coup in my bed. Stop screaming, the world is a better place. We are now going to sing the virtues of mass murder. We will follow our religious leaders. Our feelings are stamped state property. Pornography is practiced by God, who has raped more souls than you can shake a prick at. Jesus Christ is a funny name for a hallucinogenic drug. All those addicts like Billy Graham and the Pope will have to account for their expensive habit. From his last words on the cross, I gather Jesus was begging for the ultimate fix.
That's great.
This is a personal favorite of mine by Jack Kerouac. It's called Hymn. And when you showed me Brooklyn Bridge in the morning, God and the people slipping on ice in the street, twice, two different people came over, going to work, so earnest and trifle, clutching their pitiful morning daily news, slip on the ice and fall both inside 5 minutes, and I cried. That's when you taught me tears. God in the morning, thee and me, leaning on the lamppost, wiping eyes. Nobody's know I cried or would have cared anyway, but I always saw my father and my grandfather's mother and the long lines of chairs and tear sitters and dead. On me, I knew God you had better plans than that. So whatever plan you have for me, splitter of majesty, make it short, brief, make it snappy, bring me home to the eternal mother today, at your service anyway, and until.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not a good MC. The next person up is Errol, who I didn't write down what he's doing. He's gonna ad-lib it, right?
I got two types of things to say, and one I will read the first one, and then I'll make a second statement. This is from the June 2006, and there was a report from the Toledo Blade, and I'll read it more or less word for word. The local Asian American group has threatened a boycott and other action against WTWR Tower 98 if the station does not respond to demands to fire a disc jockey for allegedly insensitivity in at least 2 calls to Asian restaurants during his nightly program. Asian Communities United, or ACU, is a student organization based out of BGSU, but it includes numerous supporters of the local Asian American community, said Teresa Ma, an ethnic studies professor at BGSU. The ACU alleges that Tower 98 disc jockey Lucas, that's his DJ's name, whose real name is Josh Garber, made racially insensitive remarks during a portion of his radio show where he called an unidentified Japanese restaurant and made fun of the person who answered the phone because he or she doesn't speak English well. The date of the first call is not known, but it is alleged to have happened before May 22nd, 2006, right? In the second incident, on May 22nd, ACU members alleged that Mr. Garber called an unidentified Chinese restaurant and made a comment to the effect that a white person must have been working there because the person who answered the station's call spoke English fluently. Mr. Garber works from 7 to midnight, Monday through Friday, at WTWR, which is a Cumulus broadcast station that plays contemporary pop music and targets the 18 to 34 age demographic. Quote, "We believe that Asian Americans, whether they speak standard English or not, are valued members of the community and should not be subject to humiliation and harassment on the air for the sake of entertainment or ratings," states a petition on the ACU put on the website called www.petitiononline.com. As of June 2006, the petition had gathered 1,000 signatures and was mailed last week to Clara Taylor, market manager of Cumulus Broadcasting in Toledo, which owns WTWR, and to Louis Dickey, chief CEO of Cumulus Broadcasting, the parent company in Atlanta. Mr. Garber could not be reached for comment, but a call to referred to Brent Carey, the station's program manager, and Mr. Carey directed all questions to Mr. Taylor. Mr. Taylor has not returned calls. Seeking comment.